What is up, loyal lads and ladies? My name is Midnight Wolf, and welcome back to episode 5. I can't believe we're already at episode 5 now. we barely even scratched the surface with this game. In today's episode, I'm actually going to be planning on a few things today. We'll see how many of them we can get to, but I finally sat down and wrote down kind of a list of things that I wanted to get accomplished. So that way I can get a little bit more orderly and actually have some objectives to get to. Today, my plan is to retrofit this truck. I want to get it to where, one, it looks a little bit better. Could even bring these cargo crates in a little bit more by tweaking some of the body. As you can see, I already kind of started rough drafting some ideas on what I wanted to do in regards to these pistons. I think it would be such a great idea to be able to have access to the ability to like raise the car. Not necessarily to keep it from flipping or to flip it back over if it does flip over. That because these probably won't really help in that department. But I have some plans, and this might be something that we can get to today, if depending on how long it takes us to retrofit this car. I would really love to set it up to where this connector is possibly either raised up or lower the floor, which the floor would be the easier thing to do, at least as a temporary fix, because I eventually want to turn this floor into an elevator. So yeah, like that's kind of a little bit of a taste of what I have planned, kind of mid to long term. I do want this to be an elevator at some point, and the idea would be like this would be raised up higher, and then I can raise the truck up using these 4 pistons, and the connectors would line up hopefully perfectly. And so that way it will look good, and two, it'll definitely serve a purpose. It'll be very functional. I think that would be such a great thing to do for this build. I think being able to just easily connect it. Now, I haven't really tested it. I'm sure it might actually line up okay. I mean, I guess let's just see what happens real quick. And I didn't plan on doing this, and I'm already pushing the wrong buttons. All right, let's release the parking brake, turn the car on, and let's actually switch to first person. And I'm actually going to use the backup cam because this already has a backup cam equipped, so I think this will be cool. All right. Oh goodness. Oh man, this is kind of let's try to get kind of situated here. All right, so now I should be able to just back this up. Let's see what it looks like. It might actually kind of connect as is, maybe. I wish I could toggle the camera on and off that way. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know. Just curious if oh, do I need to engage parking? I don't understand how this works. It may be that they're not lined up. And that's kind of why, one of the reasons why I want to be able to raise it up. Now, I don't really have a good visual of it. I mean, I can go to this, but this doesn't really give me that much information. Oh, I can actually zoom in with this. That's kind of cool. Um, I guess I could probably hop out, see what, oh, yeah, see, they don't line up the greatest, and I think that might be an issue. So that's kind of why I want to raise this up. Either raise this up, I don't know what would be better. Either raising this up or lowering the floor. Probably lowering the floor would be the best thing to do for now, because I think if I raise this up, then I stand the risk of the roof of the car hitting that. So I think, yeah, for now we'll just lower this floor, and I'll probably have to start the ramp maybe somewhere right here, and maybe on this block here. I think that would probably be a good idea, but we'll get to that at some point. That's not really the top priority right now. So let's kind of get ourselves out of here. This thing does not like to turn, I will say that. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering if the pistons are interfering with that. That could be. Well, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really look like it's doing anything. Anyways, so let's make sure our inventory is clear. I need to. Let's do that. Get rid of that. I'll leave all of that in my inventory. So yeah, what we need to do is make sure all of our inventories are clear. And I probably could just do this. So I don't have access to that. because I can probably use a lot of the parts from this salvage to retrofit the truck a lot more with what I want it to be used for, because it's kind of my jack of all trades slash medical respawn. And if it's going to be the vehicle that I use like the most in terms of ground gameplay, I think it would be really good to kind of tweak it, make it more my own. And eventually we'll build a brand new one from the ground up. I would really want to, move away from some of the prefab structures eventually. But for now, um, we'll just take advantage of the prefab structures because they provide us with quite a bit of decent stuff. I mean, it helps with starting out, I think, using the prefab structures. So that's what I've decided to start with, but we'll definitely move on to more custom builds at some point. So go ahead and just keep grinding this down. Oh, did we miss the eclipse? I mean, I guess maybe the sun dropped just below. That was very close. I'm actually surprised at how much is fitting in my inventory. But I guess like a lot of these parts aren't like that massive in regards to materials. So I mean that could be it. But I'm excited because this will be really nice getting this set up properly, and then getting the base set up to be able to receive the connecting mechanism. We'll just do a lot because then I don't have to go in and out of inventories um, to transfer items. So yeah, and I will actually be able to delete the waypoint finally. That's another reason why I wanted to go ahead and just, rip the band-aid off and go ahead and do this. That way I can get rid of this GPS. So dismantle car, I can actually delete it. Nice. Any way that we can kind of minimize what's going on the hood, I think is a win. Like all of this stuff I probably don't need, since I'm not actively working on the mission right now. I don't probably need these like taking up HUD space. Like I don't mind being able to see like different ores and whatnot, but I need to get to a good habit of getting rid of some of the HUD so that it's a lot cleaned up there, because like, yeah, I think that looks really good. All right, cool. So now that we've got that taken care of, let's get back up to the base and we will actually get this thing retrofitted. I say that, and now it's like nighttime. So, just a little bit of a glimpse into my personal life. I had a bit of an accident at work yesterday. Nothing too major. However, I smashed one of my fingers pretty good. It's my middle finger on my left hand, which is unfortunate because that's the hand I use to game. So it's gonna be a little bit weird trying to navigate this game with the band-aid on and all that, but but yeah, no, it's doing much better. Like it really only hurts whenever I like accidentally brush it up against stuff, or I hit like accidentally hit something. Like that's when it kind of hurts, but um it's definitely a lot better than what it was when it first happened, because that was quite the mishap. So I work in construction, or I'm an electrician, and we had another tradesman ask for some help in trying to get a lift through a door because it was getting stuck on something. And one of the times that I went to go push it, my dumb butt decided to put my fingers in between the bars, and so when we pushed the part of the scissor lift that extends out or booms out, um, it got my fingers, and it bit hard on it. I'll just say that. So, um, I mean, it definitely could have been worse, but it definitely was painful. So, yeah, no, I think we're good to go here. Let me go ahead and unload everything first. That way, we'll only get what we need to grab. So, this is where things get interesting. I mean, we're gonna kind of freestyle it. I did off camera kind of mess around with some things. Obviously, like I placed these here to kind of um, concept some ideas on what I wanted to do with this, and then I also found out that there are a couple of really solid features that this has. It has an ore detector. It also has a repair projector, which is really cool. That really comes in handy. I also found out how to utilize the different hotbars, and so I found out that I have some additional options. Which, if you guys have any like ideas on how this toolbar stuff works, like I have different things on here that I can actually um activate, like, you know, the backup cam, the um this little light up here, I can activate that, um all of that, and that's really cool. I'm curious, how do you put logic on the toolbar? That's something that I'm trying to figure out, because it'd be really nice to create logic for the pistons, and that way all I have to do is push the button and then they just all raise up the car. So I don't know if you guys can kind of give me advice or tips or like if that's even possible. Let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious as to how that all works. So um anyways, so now what we need to do, so parking brake is engaged. I really want to get these cargo containers. One, I want to bring them in more, and I also would like to get them to be attached to the inset connector somehow. It's gonna be interesting because, I mean, it's gonna require quite a bit of dismantling here and reconfiguring, but I think what we'll need to start with is, of course, removing these. But I think if I can get rid of this side panel, I can then move these over, and then that's gonna make the truck a lot skinnier. So let's see what we can do about that. So I can go ahead and just disable these, or, you know, grind them down for now to get rid of them. And we will replace them here in just a second. All right, so that is taken care of. So that light is on there. And I will probably need to grind that down for now, but we will try to configure this in such a way where we can put it back after we get everything situated. It's kind of funny that when you grind these down, it drops that little plate. All right, so I want to see if I can keep the light intact. So, and we've also got to figure out a new spot for these batteries too. That could become an issue. I think that's a battery there as well. So we do have quite a bit of batteries probably available here, but I think I think it's a sacrifice worth making, and we might could find a better spot for these batteries. I'm not sure. And I do have that projector in the car, so if I mess this up, I can always just do the repair projection and kind of start over. But I think we'll be okay. So, is there a connection point? It might be here. I'm willing to bet there's. Is there not? Really? Oh, there it is. Okay. So if I activate the projector, let's do that real quick. Because I could probably put a lot of those panels back. Let's see, I think it's 8. Yeah. So now I should be able to repair what I didn't need to destroy. That looks good. Because now I can actually access this port. And I can tie that into my storage crates. So I think that looks good. Let me turn the projector off again. All right, that'll work. So now, see, here's one suggestion I do want to make to Keen if they ever watch this. I think one feature that would be really nice is if, like, let's say I have 6 on my hotbar equipped, but let's say I don't really want to use this block, but rather I want to have quick access to this connector. It would be really nice if I can click like a keyboard key and it switches the equipped block to the connector. I think that would be such a great quality of life improvement to the game, to make it to where you can actually quickly build things, especially if you already have existing blocks around that you're going to be copying and pasting all over the place. Which I know there is a copy and paste mechanic, but it'd be nice if, like, if you have the materials to be able to just, like, quickly swap what you have equipped. I don't remember if I've set up my... Yeah, I haven't set up any of my other toolbars. Let's see, is 8? No, 8 is an assembler. So I need to get storage. Is it cargo? I believe it's this one. So I could go ahead and swap out the cylinder. Do 7. Size it up. Right? Oh, here we go. And just like that, there's not one on top, so I'm gonna have to do it like that. I think this is gonna make it to where I have to raise them up a little bit. Yeah. So that is interesting. What about my other options? So there's this guy. I might could pop out those other ones. Then that makes it taller. I could do that and it'll just be the same width. Or I could do a bunch of little ones. I mean, that's always an option too. But I don't think that would be very efficient though. That's the only thing. I think, honestly, this is probably the best bet. So if I click that, can I get another one? Should I remove these other blocks? Looks like I can. Now, is that another battery? Yeah, I think if I can grind those down. What is that? That's another small battery. Buy armor there. So if I can get rid of all of these. It might be okay if I don't have the batteries. I'm just not sure. Alright, so that should do it. Get rid of those, right? Yeah, those are overhanging. Get rid of that. Alright, cool. So now I can... 7. Here we go. And this should be good there. So now, those are brought in. I need to put something... Oh, I didn't even need to destroy those other ones. It fit perfectly. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and weld these back just to see what we're dealing with here. See what it actually looks like. Go ahead and weld it completely. So that looks fine. That definitely looks a lot better. I like that it's above the wheels. So a little bit more. Or it's like in line with the wheels. So like I feel like that's gonna be a lot better. It'll be a lot skinnier, and that'll feel a lot better, I think. We are missing out on a lot of power. Hopefully I can figure out a good spot for the power. I might can replace this block and put some batteries. That may not be a bad idea. So yeah, I should be able to put some batteries there, and then I can probably utilize the projector to repair what got destroyed. So let's get batteries. Let's replace the conveyor tube. And that's not giving me the option to build there. Oh, there we go. So now I can go there with it, there with it. Build it up as much as we can. Oh, I forgot to...
Fuel low.
I should be able to... Yeah, there we go. Haha. This little ladder actually comes in handy. I probably should put another ladder. I wonder if I could put one... if I put it on top of these, then I won't be able to connect these, I don't think. I mean, these are already connected, I think. So, from what I understand, I think you technically don't have access to the other inventory, but if you utilize the build planner, I think that's how you use that. So I could still remove objects from here utilizing the build planner, and also if it's tied into a connector system like that. I think that's how that works. All right, so let's grab this, right click, middle mouse, we got everything. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I discovered this. Like, you can actually, like, ride on this little ladder. That's so cool. Alright, squirrel. Sorry. Alright, so let's get this going. Fixed up completely so we can actually have power. Yeah, I think that'll look fine. And so yeah, we'll do the same exact thing. And now I know where the cutoff is, so I can just go ahead and match this up. And so I'll match this side up with this side, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we got that situated. Looking nice. Now, I've just noticed something about the survival kit. I can't access its functionality. Oh, we can back here. So if I needed to fill up, I do have access to it. It's a little awkward. Might be all right though. However, once I install the car jacks, it may be in the way. However, if I put it right there, it might be okay. The little pistons. Might could try that, see what that looks like. So if I put that there, I think that will be a good spot, and I think that will be a good spot. Hopefully the wheels turning don't interfere with that.
Fuel low.
So now, if I kind of match what I did over there, that spot and that spot, right? I think we could go ahead and do this. So let's build it up as much as we can. I'll try to get them all 4 done, and then I'll get my build planner set up. Okay, so now I should be able to just right click this 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we've got 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's the, Okay, I had enough hydrogen. I don't know what it is about these wheels, but it's like if I stand right in the middle there, they always seem to like get me stuck. Got there. There. Oh, we need one more motor. Cannot withdraw. So look, it sounds like we're gonna need to build base assembler. We need one more motor. What do we need? We're out of nickel. Okay, I will get the nickel that I need, and then I will be right back. Alright, so now we should be able to finish it. Cool. Alright, now that we've got that sorted, we got the pistons there. I think I have the projector on. Let's turn it off. And let's hop into our control panel here. We should have new pistons here. Yeah, so we need to group these. I need to call it probably ATV. What should I call it? ATV Jacks? I think is a good name for it. Nope. That was not intentional. Alright, ATV Jacks. Oh, whoop. I could spell. ATV Jacks. Alright, so now that we've got that, I should be able to group them all. ATV Jack. It is really hard to type when you have a band-aid on your middle finger. Alright, so save. So now I should be able to click on that and adjust the placement. Hey, there we go. Well, that's kind of odd. I'm using my mouse and it's actually like moving.
Fuel low.
It's moving the truck. Oh, cool. Now I can actually like get underneath it and like do some repairs. Oh, that is nice. And I actually have a spot maybe possibly right there for those batteries. So if I wanted to, I could fix that. That is awesome. Let's get all of this stuff that we've dropped. Oh, I need to repair that. All right, that is awesome. I just need to figure out how to put the jacks on my hotbar. If it's not already. I don't think they are, yeah. I just need to figure out how to do that, if that's even possible. I feel like it should be assignable, if it's not. I think the only thing that would make these jack stands a little bit better is if I put a mag lock on them at some point. I don't know if there's enough space for a mag lock, but a mag lock would be nice. So, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and go into the control panel. And we'll drop them back down. Wait, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted velocity. So we'll drop those back down. And get those back to... Wait, why is it lowering? Alright, cool. Yeah, I definitely look forward to figuring out how to set those up properly, but I think that's a great... And I forgot to set my alarm. Excuse me. I think that is a great addition. Being able to raise those up like that. Now, the maglock part would be hard to equip, Oh, looks like there's more to the... Huh.
Fuel critical.
I wonder if I can reach that from here. Oh, there we go. So the back two are at least done. I'll have to figure out a way to lift the front up. I might could put a temporary jack in the front just to raise it up to where I can get to the bottom of it, and then I can actually like weld those up, and then I could remove it temporarily, like after it's done. I think everything is in ship. I can't even say it. Before I blueprint it, I would really love to be able to get to that. I wonder if I can get it from here. Maybe I can get it from here. Hey, I can. All right, now they're officially set up properly. How are the wheels looking? We're good there. Everything looks to be in good condition. Upon my inspection here, everything looks good. All right, so now I need to hop up on the ladder if I can. Yeah, there we go. I need to probably see about attaching these. Now, the best way I could probably do that, conveyor. All right, so now, hey, there we go. I need a T-junction. Oh wait, this is a T-junction. You know what? Let's try something like this. Like that. I think that would look pretty cool. Something like that. Is that gonna be high enough though? Ooh, that may not be high enough to connect. Unable to place. Ooh, that's a problem. These may not want to connect. Well, that should connect. Hey, okay, we're good. I was fretting for no reason. The only thing is like doing it this way. I might have to move this ladder, but maybe I can move the ladder. Let's see here. Let's at least get this going here. Boom. Boom. I mean, that's not terrible. It's a little boxy, but I might could do like add some armor on top of it somehow. And that might would make it look a little bit more like it was. It'll make it definitely taller, which is fine. But can I still access the... I can. Oops. Well, that's good. I can still access this, which is good. However, once I actually start building this up, it will probably not be accessible. Alright, so let's right click all of this. See if this works. Oh, I need construction components. No. On it. And make do that. So just all those. Alright, so now I should be able to make a bunch of these. Awesome. So that is connected. Hey. That doesn't look terrible. I like it. I mean, it's functional. I'll probably put some blocks to kind of give it a bit more form and also to kind of protect it a little bit more, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Go ahead and head on back to the base. No! Oh, that was scary. I was more worried about the tree than me. Yeah.
Fuel critical.
I always forget that parking brake.
Fuel critical.
All right, what else can we do to this while we're here? We've got the connector. So we actually have access to our entire inventory through here. Oh, that is so nice. Is it also connected to the... It is connected to the survival kit. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're in business now. That is a game changer. That is huge. I had no idea that I could just access everything from here. I'll leave that in there. No, I'll take it. I'll leave that in there. So it can do its thing. Right on. Okay. So now that we've got that sorted. Interesting. Well, I'll have to worry about painting later. I think this is good though. So I think if you look at it, is that how that works? Whatever grid you're looking at. Control B. AG Rescue Rover. What if I don't want to replace it? What if I just want to create a new one? Ah, here we go. So this is the new one. Oh. Oh, I didn't want that one. I do want this one. Let's rename it. What should we name it? Temporarily, I'll give it kind of a basic name. Pack Mule. Because it is kind of my pack mule. It could carry a lot. Pack Mule ATV. We'll just give it a generic name for now. But if you guys could help me with this, that would be great. Maybe we could come up with some cool names for this. This is not the final form of it. And I'm going to do what another YouTuber does. And I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But I will give him credit for this kind of idea. Alright, his name is Andreman Gaming. So this is the idea that I've had from him. So I'm gonna call mine different marks like he does. I think that's a great idea. So I just wanted to make sure I give credit where it's due. That I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel there. But I think in terms of organization, like we could see the progression of our builds through this way, and I really liked that. So I think that's a great way to kind of go from there. But this will be I'll rename this whenever we have an actual like true name for this vehicle. And I'll take a screenshot. Oh, I just took a screenshot of the wrong one. And copy blueprint into the clipboard. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this one, I think. Oh, no, I can't. One thing I want to quickly do is I think I need to set up the repair projector. I don't know how this works. So do I have to go custom? No. How does this... How do you change the blueprint? That could be a problem. Do I need to turn it on? Oh, here we go. So I have to turn it on, then I go to blueprints. I click this guy. Right? Multiple grids are not supported, only the largest grid will be used. Okay. What is... Okay. Show remaining blocks. Show on HUD. Roll, yaw. Show only buildable, keep projection. I think I did this right. Only thing is I'm not seeing the projection. I think that might be a good thing, maybe. Show on HUD. Show remaining.
Fuel critical.
Huh. I don't know if I did that right. Hopefully if any of it gets messed up, it'll be repairable. So I think I can go ahead and turn that off now. Okay, so I can just turn this off. I think we're good. Well, let me see something real quick. Does it tell me which projection out of bounds? I'll definitely need to figure out more about how these work and how you configure them. Find where they are. We'll hide it. Okay, we'll just turn it off for now because we don't need it wasting our battery. All right, cool. I think this was not a terrible episode. We did what we set out to do. We got our wrong button. We got our car a bit upgraded. We have access to all the inventories just through the connector, which is nice. So all I have to do is go up to that and just unload everything. We've got pistons underneath that will allow us to either access the undercarriage or adjust the height to where we can actually land this onto another connector. So that'll be nice for when we actually need to unload everything. We set up our first blueprint. I mean, we got quite a bit accomplished. I mean, I'm very happy with what we've done so far. So, I didn't get as much as I wanted done, but we will definitely rock and roll in the next episode, where I'm going to work on redesigning the garage connector system so that way I can actually park this car in the garage, and then I can utilize my pistons to raise it to the height that it needs to then latch it into place. But it'll involve digging the floor down a bit, and that way I can back it up right in there, and then I can just raise the truck up to the desired height, and then I can go from there. So yeah, no, I'm very happy with what we've done, and I look forward to seeing where this world takes us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. It really does help this channel out. If you want to be notified of when these things go live, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. And what else do YouTubers say that I should say? I think we're covered. The only thing I can think of is have a wonderful rest of your day.